Yo people, what's going on? It's eManG45. Welcome again to my YouTube channel. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff there. Hit the bell for the notification, and more importantly, share this to all platforms. You know, I do appreciate the people who have been liking my videos. I do appreciate the people who have been commenting on my videos. I appreciate the people who have been liking the comments on my videos. I appreciate all of you. Thank you very much. But more importantly, share this as well. Yeah, WhatsApp, WeChat, Instagram, Twitter. What else is there? There's Facebook. Even though those companies at the current moment today are being questioned heavily about their involvement with the election, but that's none of my business right now. Right now, I'm doing shoe reviews. If you haven't seen this shoe already, go and check out the video that I just recently made. It's out now already. This is the Yeezy 700 V3 Safflower. Go check that out. But right now I'm going to be doing a shoe review on specifically this shoe right here, which is the Single Day 6s by Air Jordan. So this is actually not a collaboration in any way, shape or form, but this shoe is made for the specific holiday, Singles Day. Pardon me. And before I actually get onto the actual shoe itself, Singles Day, just to briefly describe it, actually not really briefly, just give an in-depth, real description of what Singles Day is. So in China, there came a point where society wanted to just poke fun at individuals and be very discriminatory towards a certain group of people. So they said that if you're a woman and you're not married by the age of 30, you will be called leftovers. This is no word of a lie. You can go and check out yourself. If you think I'm playing, if you think I'm player hating in any way, shape or form, I am not. I am telling you the very truth. They will be called leftovers. If you are age 30 and you are not married, you are a leftover by Chinese standards. Here in the United Kingdom, if you're at the age of 30, I'm 26, I'm single, but that's besides the point. If you're 30 and you're a woman in China, you'll be called leftovers. Anyways, pretty much they became an uproar against that because it was very, well, discriminating against a person just because they're not married at a certain age. So what happened was they demanded that that should be stopped, and some individuals went and embraced that sort of thing of not being married by the age of 30, and it just continued. So Alibaba, the actual company, decided to take on that sort of uprising and then monetize it for themselves. So they created Bachelor's Day, which was on the 11th of the 11th, November 11th. And pretty much, bachelor has a masculine connotation, and it's not really supporting the movement of just embracing the fact that you're not married by the age of 30. It shouldn't really be an issue, but you know, the Chinese culture at that time felt that it is what it is. Anyways, they then changed from bachelor to single. So now it's called Singles Day, which is just celebrating the fact that you're single, and there's no problem with that. But anyways, to the actual shoe itself. Before we get onto the shoe, let's go into the box, which is a new Air Jordan box. Simple and plain, nothing spicy, nothing flavorful about this. It's just a simple black box with gold on it. Oh, you really done yourself with this one, didn't you, mate? So that's the gold Jumpman, with just a simple all black box, just around there, you know what I'm saying? And on this part of the lid, it says quality inspired by the greatest player ever. Inside the actual shoe box itself, you get tissue paper, which has the exact same pattern as the shoe on itself. The 6s, the Air Jordan 6s. This was the first shoe, signature shoe that Michael Jordan had worn that he had won a championship ring with. Let me get into the freaking frame itself. As you can see here, you've got a lovely shoe and all the good stuff there. Anyways, you start with the bottom. So this was actually the first Air Jordan shoe that differentiated, well, changed their traction from herringbone to holes. Apparently it did very well in the NBA because it got him a championship ring, so hey, it is what it is. So as you can see there, you have an all black rubber sole there, and then also you have your translucent blue, well, I'll say like a midnight blue tint right there, and you have your Jumpman. And then as we go into the midsole, right there, you have this roses, nets, and basketball all over the actual shoe, the actual pattern itself. But on the midsole, it's specifically that material is glued on, which is very nice. It's a very nice touch. If I was to compare it to the infrared sixes that I have right here, as you can see, that it's painted on and nothing is glued on, whereas here it's pretty much it's glued on, and it's a nice lovely material. It's absolutely brilliant. And then you have your black air bubble right there. One thing that Tinker Hatfield actually designed into the shoe of the Air Jordan 6s was the 2 right there, and then also the 3. So you can see it right there. There's the 2 right there, and then there is a 3. So 23, obviously Michael Jordan himself. As we continue on to the whole entire upper, the material and the whole sort of stitching pattern continues throughout the entire shoe. As you can see here on the actual placing of the 3, it's a Durabuck material, which is supposed to be very supportive, but the contrast gives it that nice subtle tone for something that is complex but beautiful. And then we have this lace lock system, this red with the golden Jumpman. I don't know what that is supposed to be, but I want to say that's just pretty. But if you can compare with, if I compare with the actual Air Jordan 6 itself, you can see that there's a lacing system, and then there is this to actually cover it itself, whereas they've just replaced it with that red sort of ribbon weave. Ribbon? That's not ribbon. Red rope Bordeaux weave. Let's just call it a Bordeaux weave. That's what it is. And then you have your lace locking system here, right there. And you have your black tongue, which pretty much says Jordan, and in between the Jordan itself it says Air. One thing that was very strange to me about this particular shoe is the fact that there is a Jumpman on the back. There's a Jumpman on the back, but inside there is a Nike Air. And what Jordan brand has tried to do is make shoes either retro-like or like the OGs. So the OG shoe. So for example, if I'm to take this shoe right here, which is the DMP 6s, here there is a 23 at the back, and then there's a Jumpman. So the branding stays the same. And then on this actual pair of the infrared 6s, you have the Nike Air, and then also you have Nike Air on the back itself, whereas this one has Jumpman and also Nike Air. So to me that was a bit confusing, but you know, it is what it is. I think this shoe is absolutely a beautiful shoe. The thing is, this shoe was actually made for women's. It was actually a women's only, but it came in some men's sizes. So this right here is a 7.5. Like, comment, subscribe. Share the video. If you liked it, share it. If you liked it, like it. Hit the notifications if you have subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, just subscribe and then hit the notifications afterwards. But yeah, it's your boy E-Man. I'm out.